Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some fake dating romances for you. So we all know that the fake dating romance trope is one of the most superior romance tropes out there. Hands down. It's just so much fun. It is so good. I always live for a good fake dating romance, and when they are done right, they are done superbly. So I've got 5 recommendations for you today. Of course, I have many more than just these 5, and I will be making more in the future, but we're going to start off simple with some of my favorites. I do also want to preface that fake dating is not the same as fake marriage/engagement. That is going to be a separate video. So we're going to kick it off with the most recent fake dating romance that I have read, and that is The Plus One by Mazey Eddings. So you're following Indira and Jude. Now they're childhood enemies. They absolutely hate each other to death. Now Indira had an amazing boyfriend. Her life was going A+, her life was going great until she walks in on said boyfriend banging another chick. You know, so not so great. He was going to be her date to the wedding. Now the only problem is that her ex-boyfriend's going to be at the wedding with his new girlfriend, and Indira is not looking forward to that. She can't last an entire weekend around this kind of extravagant things. Like, this is just not going to work for her. She can't stand it. That's where Jude comes in. Jude has just come home from being abroad for 3 years as a doctor, and he's also not looking forward to the wedding. He has a lot of things that have gone on, and he doesn't really want to have to face them, doesn't want to face other people's questions, and so the two of them end up agreeing to fake date so that they can avoid everything else that's going on at the wedding. But of course, them fake dating for the wedding ends up turning to real feelings, and they end up actually agreeing to fake date prior to the wedding, like even actually happening. So it's like a huge like lead up to the wedding and like all the festivities that are going on, and it's just amazing. There is such great like banter and hilarity in this. Also, the spice is really amazing. I can always count on Mazey Eddings to do a really good kind of mixture between spicy moments and just flat out hilarity. Like, she's one of my favorite funny authors to read, and I can always rely on her to kind of put a smile on my face with her books. And this is a fake dating romance from her, and I would highly recommend, especially because I love books that also do with weddings. So yes. We then have the tried and true beloved Love Hypothesis. Now, I had to put this on here because I still feel like there are some people who have not picked up this book because they think it's super overhyped, and that is also how I approach this book. Was I put off reading it for many years because I thought it was overhyped and I didn't think I was gonna like it. I read it and I adored the shit out of it, and the main reason why I adore this book is because it is very rooted in STEM, and I grew up in the STEM field and studied in that field, and so all of the STEM industry, like jokes and lab jokes and kind of chemistry things that go on in this, I thought absolutely hilarious. So if you're a science nerd like myself and you have not picked this up, please do. It's so good. So Olive and you've got Adam. Now Olive is a 3rd-year PhD candidate, and Adam is one of the professors in like her PhD program. Now Olive's best friend is really interested in dating Olive's ex, but doesn't want to date Olive's ex because she's worried that Olive still has feelings for the ex, even though Olive does not. So Olive tells her best friend, oh, I'm completely over him, I actually have a new boyfriend. And her best friend's like, what, really? Like, I didn't know this. And when this whole conversation comes up, Olive ends up panicking and kissing the first person that she sees, who ends up being none other than Adam. So after she explains the situation to Adam, he agrees to fake date her because it's also beneficial for him, because he needs to fake date someone in order to get the university to understand that like he's putting down like his roots here. And so they end up embarking on like a fake dating relationship, and it's so funny because everyone is terrified of him like as a professor, and she's like this very cute bubbly person, and they're like, how did this happen? How did this work out? Like, what is going on here? And so it's very good. I adored it. I think it's like a quintessential like fake dating romance. In that same vein, we also have the Kiss Quotient, which is 100% a tried and true like classic romance. So in this you have Stella and you have Michael. Now Stella is super smart. She's amazing at her job. Everything's going great for her, but she sucks at dating. She can't date. She's tried to date. It just doesn't work out. And a part of that is because she does have Asperger's. She is on the spectrum, and you know, she does struggle with dating and intimacy because of this. And so she wants to learn how to date. She wants to learn, you know, all the sexy, spicy stuff as well. And she decides to hire a male escort to fake date her so she can actually learn basically all these different kinds of things. And that's where Michael comes in. So Michael is the escort who is hired to fake date her and kind of like be her fake boyfriend and teach her about dating and love and romance. And it is absolutely amazing. Like, if you have not read this, I don't even know. Like, it's so, like, it's such like a classic book. It's like the perfect mixture of like really adorable but also sexy at the same time. It really straddles that line very, very well, and you can't help but just fall in love with Stella as she's trying to learn like what it means to fall in love with someone and to have like a romance and kind of, you know, all those kind of messy things that you might end up doing when you're trying to figure out what dating really is. I was living for it to the max. It was so good, so definitely recommend this. We then have Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. So this is Stella and Christian's romance. Now Stella is a fashion influencer, kind of like an Instagram fashion influencer, and Christian Harper is the CEO of this like mega massive $1 billion like tech security firm. Okay, now Stella lives in his apartment complex. I'm pretty sure she lives on like the floor below him. Like, they know of each other, they've seen each other in passing, they are in the same like kind of social circles because of their friends, but they don't know each other. Now what ends up happening is Stella ends up being in need of a fake boyfriend because she's kind of grown stagnant in her social media career, and she is advised to get a boyfriend because they think that that'll like help her boost her fame and her like social credibility. So she starts trying to go on dates to try and find a fake boyfriend, and Christian ends up hearing about this and seeing her out one night and ends up offering instead to be her fake boyfriend. And he does this because he's actually secretly like basically obsessed with her, and so they end up embarking on this fake dating romance. Now there is also a massive plot in this for a stalker. There is a stalker from Stella's past that is also back and like threatening her, so she ends up having to move in with Christian since he is her fake boyfriend, and he's also being threatened, and so that's also a whole nother thing. And I love that whole plot line. I also just love Christian. Christian is one of my favorites. He was 100% that whole like touch her and you'll die kind of a trope. He was like, I hate everyone but you. Also like the bromances in this. This was such a great one. I really did love it. The social media stuff did hit a little bit too close to home, but otherwise, amazing fake dating. And last but not least, we have got Lovelight Farms by BK Borrison. This is a friends to lovers fake dating romance, which says a lot because I'm not a huge friends to lovers fan, so when it does work out for me, trust me, it works out. So in this, you're following Stella and Luca. How many characters have the name Stella? All three of these, the main character is called Stella. Anyway, that's weird as fuck. What? How? Now Stella owns Lovelight Farms, which is a Christmas tree farm. Now the problem is that Lovelight Farms is not doing well. Lovelight Farms is in the red. Lovelight Farms is probably going to close down, and Stella is freaking out. Now the only way that she can really think of to fix the situation is by entering this kind of like Instagram competition that like an influencer is hosting, and if she wins it, she can get a shit ton of money that will help her save the farm. So she enters the competition. The only problem is that she lies. She lies in the competition, says that she owns Lovelight Farms with her boyfriend. She like made a whole like embellished story about it. And so when she is selected to be one of the finalists, she's like, oh shit, I now need I need a boyfriend. I need a boyfriend or else I'm going to be disqualified. That's where Luca comes in. Luca is her best friend. They've been best friends for years, and he agrees to fake date her so that they can win the competition. And like, it's a massive ruse. So the competition takes place in December, and they start fake dating in October to like lead up to it so that the entire small town also believes that they're fake dating, because if the town doesn't believe that they're dating, like the entire ruse would be ruined. So they literally spend like 8 weeks and like a fake. It's so amazing. It was so much fun. You could tell off the bat like they were so meant to be, and that they were both like so crazy stupid in love with each other, but just weren't telling each other since they were best friends and didn't want to ruin their friendship. The only thing I will say is I do wish that this did have dual POV. You only get Stella's point of view, and if you also got Luca's, oh my god, that would have been amazing. But it was really good otherwise. So yeah, those are 5 fake dating romances. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know down below what some of your favorites are. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check me out over on TikTok and Instagram. And until next time, thanks so much everyone. Bye bye.